Good morning, students. Um, Nowadays, we are reading or we are studying the lesson The Rat Trap, written by Selma Lazaroff. And in our previous video, we had known that there was a poor man who sold rat traps of wire, and his income from the rat traps was not enough, so he also begged and stole petty things at times. Once an idea struck him that the world was like a rat trap, full of temptation to trap men, and man is tempted by the baits of wealth, power, like the rat is tempted by the cheese or pork or etc. The man selling rat traps lived a poor life without enough food and proper shelter. So he looked upon the world like this in the light of his own sufferings. And once he took shelter in the house of a man who had been a crofter in Ramjo Iron Works, and the man was lonely without any family. And he welcomed the peddler. Peddler means the seller, rat trap seller, as he would get rid of his loneliness at least for a night. So he welcomed that poor man. Okay, and now the next paragraph. So move on the next paragraph. um, the old man was just as generous with his confidences as with his porridge and tobacco. The guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity, his host had been a crofter at Ramzo Ironworks and had worked on the land. And so that old man was just a generous meaning very kind, very you can say the large hearted, okay, kind hearted. He was very gentleman and he generous with his confidences mean, here the confidences mean the taking into confidence or the talking even secret things. So he told all his secrets to that stranger, that peddler. As with his porridge and tobacco, he gave porridge and tobacco to that stranger. The guest was informed at once that in his days of prosperity, that he says that that old man talked everything about him, and he opened all his secrets before the peddler. He said that in his days of prosperity, his host means that old man, that old man had been a crofter at Ramjo Iron Works. He was a crofter. Crofter means one who rents a farm. So he was a crofter in a Ramjo Iron Works and had worked on the land, and he was very rich at that time. He had enough money to live happily. Now that he was no longer able to do day labor, it was his cow which supported him, and he everything told to that peddler that now he was not able to do labor in the land, on the land. So he it was his cow. So he told about his cow and which supported him. Yes, that bossy was extraordinary. He said the bossy cow. That cow was extraordinary. She could give milk for the creamery every day, and last month he had received all the 30 kroner in the payment. And he opened the secret that that cow was very extraordinary cow, and she could give milk for the creamery for the dairy. He sold the milk in dairy, and he earned the money from the milk, from selling the milk. And last month he had received 30 kroner by selling the milk. He opened his secret of 30 kroners before him. 30 kroner is the currency of Sweden. So it is a Swedish currency, kroner. So he said that he received 30 kroner by selling the milk. The next para, the stranger must have seemed incredulous, for the old man got up and went to the window, took down a leather pouch which hung on a nail and in the very window frame, and picked out three wrinkled 10 kroner bills. And the stranger must have seemed incredulous, unbelievable. It is unbelievable for the stranger, because that old man is so generous. He opened all his secrets before him. He got up, the old man got up and went to the window, and he took down a leather pouch, a leather bag. Pouch means a small bag. He took a small bag that was hung on the nail in the window frame, and he took out three wrinkled 10 kroners bills. Bills means note. 10 kroner note. Three 10 kroner note means that is the 30 kroner, and those were wrinkled. So these he held up before the eyes of his guest, and he showed all the 30 kroners to that peddler, nodding knowingly, and then stuffed them back into the pouch. Stuffed means filled it tightly, and he put back into that bag. So he shows all the notes, all the kroner, 3 kroner note to that stranger, and it is unbelievable for the stranger. The next day, both men got up in the good season. The crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow, and the other man probably thought he should not stay in bed when the head of the house had gotten up. And the next morning, both the men, they got up in good season, mean they got up early in the morning, and the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow, to getting milk from his cow. So he was in a hurry, and the other man probably thought that he should not stay in the bed when the head of the house had gotten up. He thought that the head of the house and the owner of the house, he had gotten off up, and he left his bed, so that stranger should also leave the bed, he thought. So both the men got up. They left the cottage at the same time, and they came out from the cottage at the same time. The crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. And then crofter locked the door and put key in his pocket, and the man with the rat trap said goodbye and thank you, and thereupon each went his own way. Okay, and they said goodbye to each other, and a stranger said goodbye to him and thank you, and then he went to his way and crofter went to his way. Okay, and what happened after that? But half an hour later, the rat trap peddler stood again before the door. He did not try to get in, however. He only went up to the window, smashed the pane, stuck in his hand, and got hold of the pouch with the 30 kroner. He took the money and thrust it into his own pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back in its place and went away. Because he was thief too. Half an hour later, after half an hour, that rat trap peddler, rat trap seller, he came again to that door, and he did not try to go inside the door, but he smashed the glass of the window, and he put his hand inside the window, and he hold the leather pouch, and he took out 30 kroner from the bag, and took money, and he took money, and he put those 30 kroners into his pocket, and then he hung the leather pouch, leather bag very carefully back to its place and went away. He theft, he stole the money of that crofter, Crofter was so innocent that he showed his money to that stranger. He was so innocent. But that peddler, he was cunning and he was thief and he stole the money from there. Okay. And next, as he walked along with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased with his smartness. He realized, of course, that at first he dared not continue on the public highway. He must turn off the road into the woods. And when that stranger, that peddler, that trap seller, so peddler, he walked along with the money and in his pocket, and he felt that he was so smart, and he was pleased. He was happy with his smartness, with his cleverness, and then he realized that at first he dared not continue to the public highway. He thought that he should not go to the main road, public highway, the main road, but must turn off the road. He should turn off the road and into the woods. So during so he left the main road, main highway, and he went into the woods, in the forest. So he went into the forest road and he left the main road, because he was afraid that anyone would take out his money from him, and anyone could um, theft his money from him. So he went into the woods, he went into the forest during the first hours. This caused him no difficulty. And in the first hour, there is no difficulty, he was going on. But later in the day, it became worse. For it was a big and confusing forest which he had gotten into. But the latter, the day, it became worse, because that was a big forest and that was a confusing forest, and he had gotten into that forest and he did not find the way. um, and he tried to be sure to walk in a definite direction, but the path twisted back and forth so strangely. He wanted to go to straight direction, but the paths twisted, such types of the paths, they twisted back and forth so strangely that he could not come out from the forest. He walked and walked without coming to the end of the forest. There is no end of forest. He was going and going on in the forest. He walked, and finally he realized that he had only been walking around in the same part of the forest. And finally he realized that the ways were twisted and he was walking around the same part of the forest. He was walking around at the same part. So all at once he recalled his thoughts about the world and red trap. And then a thought came in his mind. He remembered his previous thinking, his previous thought, that now his own turn had come. He had let himself be fooled by the bait and had been caught. And he earlier he said that the world is like a rat trap, and all men and women, they were circling around this rat trap, and they tempted with a bait, and they caught in the snare of the world rat trap. And now it is his turn. He thought, he realized that it is his turn. He had let himself be fooled by a bait. And what was the bait? Those 30 kroners. He realized that he himself be fooled, and because he tempted towards the 30 kroners, the money, he stole the money from the crofter, and that was the bait, and he had been caught in the forest, and he had been caught in the rat trap. of this forest. The whole forest with its trunks and branches, its thickets and fallen logs closed in upon him like an impenetrable prison from which he could never escape. He realized that this forest is a trap, is also a trap, and he had been caught there. And it is such as a prison from which he could not escape from there. He never escaped from there, he thought. And it was late in December. Darkness was already descending over the forest. And in the late December, it is the month of December, and darkness was already descending over the forest, and this increased the danger because that is the forest, and increased also his gloom and despair. He was very sad, and that sadness was increasing. His fear, he was afraid. Finally, he saw no way out. He did not find any way out, and he sank down on the ground. He sat down on the ground, tired to death, thinking that his last moment had come. He was so tired, he could not move, and he sat down on the ground, and he thought that it was his last moment. But just as he laid his head on the ground, he heard a sound. And when he lay down on the ground, and he heard a sound suddenly, a hard, regular thumping, and that was the regular thumping sound. Or thumping means a thudding sound with the hammer, and it was the hammer strokes sound. He There was no doubt as to what that was. He raised himself, he stand up, and those are the hammer strokes from an iron mill. He thought so these types of sound is the hammer strokes sound from the iron mill. So there must be people nearby. He realized, because a sound was coming from there, and he summoned all his strength. He collected all his strength, and he got up and staggered in the direction of the sound. Staggered means the walked unsteadily, and he walked towards the direction of sound. Okay, so it is the end of today's paragraph, and now it is the time of Hindi summary. Okay, and before the Hindi summary, I want to give you homework, and it is your homework. Look here, and these are the questions. Question number 1 is, from where did the peddler get the idea of the world being a rat trap? So these are the 6 questions: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you had already done 1 or 2 or 3 questions, so you can leave them, and but if you had not write the answer of these types of questions, so you have to give answer all those questions. Okay, so it is your today's homework, and these questions you have to write answer of these questions. Okay, so look at these questions, it is your homework. Okay, now the time of Hindi summary. Okay, तो आपने ये पढ़ देख लिया था कि वो किस तरह से जो ट्रैप सेलर है, पैडलर है, वो एक दिन घूमता हुआ जाता है और उसको एक बूढ़े व्यक्ति की कॉटेज दिखाई देती है और रात नाइट शेल्टर के लिए उससे रिक्वेस्ट करता है। और वो जो ओल्ड मैन था वो बड़ा उसने वेलकम किया उसका, क्योंकि वो अकेला रहता था वहाँ, उसको कोई ना कोई चाहिए था साथ में बात करने के लिए। और ओल्ड मैन इतना जेंटल था, इतना जनरियस था कि उसने अपने सारे सीक्रेट्स उसके सामने रख दिए। उसको पहले तो दलिया खिलाया, उसके बाद उसको टोबैको दिया, उसके साथ बातचीत की और अपने सारे सीक्रेट्स उसको बता दिए कि किस तरह से वो रैमजो आयरन वर्क्स में पहले वो वहाँ एक क्रॉफ्टर था और अब वो बूढ़ा हो गया है, उससे अब लेबर नहीं होती है, इसलिए उसके पास एक गाय है। गाय उसको किस तरह से सपोर्ट करती है, उसको दूध देती है, उसके दूध को वो बेचता है और पिछले महीने उसने 30 क्रोनर कमाए हैं और वो 30 क्रोनर उसको दिखा भी देता है। उसने विंडो फ्रेम पर एक बैग लटका हुआ है, उसमें वो 30 क्रोनर रखे हुए हैं और वो निकालता है और उसको दिखा देता है। और पैडलर बहुत ही अमेज्ड है ये चीज़ देख करके कि ये व्यक्ति कैसा है, ये मुझे ये पैसे भी दिखा रहा है, एक चोर को पैसे दिखा रहा है। अनबिलीवेबल है उसके लिए ये सारी चीज़ें। और फिर वो रात को सो जाते हैं। दूसरे दिन जब वो उठते हैं तो दोनों एक साथ उठते हैं। अब क्योंकि क्रॉफ्टर तो जल्दी में था, उसका गाय का दूध निकालना है, इसलिए वो उठ जाता है। तो पैडलर भी सोचता है कि भाई जब घर का मालिक ही उठ गया है तो मैं सो के क्या करूँगा। दोनों एक साथ उठते हैं, बाहर आते हैं। क्रॉफ्टर दरवाजे को लॉक कर देता है और चाबी अपनी जेब में रख करके गाय का दूध निकालने चला जाता है। पैडलर भी उसको थैंक यू बोलता है, उसको गुड बाय बोलता है और वो भी अपने रास्ते चल जाता है। लेकिन थोड़ी देर के बाद, आधे घंटे के बाद, पैडलर फिर वापस आता है और दरवाजे के सामने खड़ा है। वो देखता है कि क्रॉफ्टर तो अपने काम में व्यस्त है और वो जो विंडो पेन है, उसका जो शीशा है, ग्लास है विंडो का, उसको तोड़ता है। अपने हाथ को अंदर डाल करके वो लेदर बैग निकाल लेता है, उसमें से 30 क्रोनर निकाल के अपनी पॉकेट में रखता है और फिर उसको बड़ी केयरफुली उस बैग को वापस वहीं लटका देता है। और पैडलर वो 30 क्रोनर लेकर के बड़ा खुश होकर के वहाँ से निकल जाता है और वो सोचता है कि वो कितना स्मार्ट है और अपनी चालाकी पर वो बड़ा खुश है। उसने क्रॉफ्टर को लूट लिया है, उसके पैसे ले लिए हैं, बड़ा चतुर है, इस बात पर बड़ा खुश होता है। और फिर वो रास्ते में पब्लिक हाईवे पर चल रहा होता है, लेकिन फिर उसको डर लगती है। वो ये हिम्मत नहीं कर पाता कि पब्लिक हाईवे पर लगातार चलता रहे। वो सोचता है कि कोई मुझे लूट लेगा, कोई मेरे पैसे ले लेगा, पैसे में से चोरी कर लेगा, छीन लेगा। तो अब जो व्यक्ति गलत काम करता है तो उसको तो डरता ही है, उसको दिल में हमेशा डर रहता है। तो इसीलिए वो पब्लिक हाईवे छोड़ करके जंगल वाले रास्ते को पकड़ता है। वो कहता है कि मैं जंगल जंगल जाऊंगा, जंगल वाली रोड से जाऊंगा, ताकि मुझे कोई मेरे पैसे मेरे से छीन ना सके। तो शुरू में तो उसे जंगल में जाने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती है, लेकिन कुछ देर के बाद वो जंगल में रास्ता भूल जाता है, क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा फॉरेस्ट था, कंफ्यूजिंग फॉरेस्ट था, उसको रास्ते ही नहीं मिलते। वो सारे रास्ते गोल गोल घूम करके फिर वहीं वापस आते रहते हैं और उसको ये रियलाइज़ होता है कि मैं तो एक ही सेम पार्ट में ही बार बार गोल गोल घूमे जा रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ से बाहर ही नहीं आ पा रहा हूँ। उसको वहाँ से बाहर निकलने का रास्ता ही नहीं मिल रहा है, वो वहीं घूमता जा रहा है। वो थक कर के चूर हो गया, वो घूमता रहा, चलता रहा, चलता रहा, लेकिन उसने ये भी तय किया कि वो निश्चित डायरेक्शन पे चलेगा, लेकिन फिर भी घूम के वहीं वापस आ जाता था। अब उसको समझ में आया, जैसे वो पहले दुनिया के लिए कहता था, बाकी लोगों के लिए कहता था कि ये सारे जो लालची लोग हैं ये फंस जाएंगे, इस दुनिया के रेट ट्रैप में फंसे हुए हैं और ये दुनिया भी एक रेट ट्रैप है। बड़े फिलोसफिकल थॉट्स उसका था कि ये दुनिया एक रेट ट्रैप है, मोह माया के जाल में ये लोग इसमें फंस जाते हैं, बाहर नहीं आ पाते, जैसे चूहा लालच देख करके रेट ट्रैप के अंदर फंसता है। तो आज उसकी बारी है, वो समझ गया है कि आज मेरी बारी है और मैं भी इसमें फंस गया हूँ, क्योंकि उसको भी वो बेट दिखाई दी। वो 30 क्रोनर जो थे वो ही बेट थी, वो ललचाने की चीज़ थी और वो आज उस लालच में आ गया है, उस बेट को देख करके फंस गया है और आज वो इस जंगल रूपी जो ट्रैप है, जंगल रूपी जो ट्रैप है, इसमें आज पूरी तरह से फंस गया है और यहाँ से बाहर भी नहीं आ पा रहा है। और दिसंबर का महीना है, अंधेरा हो रहा है और क्या कहते हैं, जंगल में डेंजर भी है, जंगल है, वहाँ जंगली जानवर भी होंगे और वो दुखी होता जा रहा है, उसकी डर बढ़ता जा रहा है और आखिरकार वो ये जब थक जाता है, चल चल कर उससे आगे नहीं चला जाता, उसकी स्ट्रेंथ ख़त्म हो जाती है, तो वो बैठ जाता है और इतना थका हुआ है कि उसको लगता है कि अब ये उसका लास्ट मोमेंट है, उसकी डेथ अब नज़दीक ही है, क्योंकि उसके पास न कुछ खाने को है, न वो वहाँ से बाहर निकल पा रहा है, न पानी है और थक भी इतना ज़्यादा गया है और अब वो मर ही जाएगा ऐसा समझता है। और फिर वो लेट जाता है वहीं ग्राउंड पर और जैसे वो लेटता है तो उसको कुछ आवाज़ सुनाई देती है, वहाँ पर एक रेगुलर थंपिंग आवाज़ सुनाई देती है कि जैसे हथौड़े बज रहे हैं कहीं। तो वो फिर अपने आप को किसी तरह से उठाता है, वो सोचता है कि इसका मतलब कोई न कोई आसपास है। हैमर स्ट्रोक की आवाज़, हथौड़े की आवाज़ आती है किसी आयरन मिल से। तो वो समझ जाता है कि नज़दीक ही लोग हैं और ये कोई आयरन मिल है कोई नज़दीक ही। और अपनी सारी स्ट्रेंथ बची खुची जो भी है उसको इकट्ठा करता है, फिर खड़ा होता है और किसी तरह से लड़खड़ाते हुए वो साउंड जिधर से आवाज़ आ रही थी उस डायरेक्शन में चल पड़ता है। ठीक है। तो इस तरह से ये आज का जो लेसन था यहाँ पर, आज का पैराग्राफ यहाँ पे ख़त्म होता है। ठीक है, मैंने क्वेश्चंस आपको दे ही दिए हैं, ये क्वेश्चंस आपको करने हैं। इनमें से देख लीजिएगा जो क्वेश्चन आप पहले कर चुके हैं, रिपीट ना हो क्वेश्चंस, और जो नहीं किए हैं तो उनको करने हैं। यही आज आपका होमवर्क है। ओके।